he had a goal to get into the NBA, not just getting there, but he kind of.
So he had this goal early. Like I'm talking about. You might see some people be like, yeah, well, I want to go to the NBA when they hit high school. Yeah. Nah, you saying he was already thinking like it's in middle school.
He was thinking like this as a kid. Like he wanted to go to the league as a kid. Like he had a little book of NBA facts and players that he used to read. He just tell you random facts about guys from like Bob Cousy, like guys from.
Did he know role players too?
Yeah.
See, that's the same thing my son does. He knows role players. Mm-hmm. He knows the guys, but he knows the role players too.
Yeah.
See, that's dope though, bro. That's dope. But see, I think that has a lot to do with the people who raise him and who's around him, bro. Like because knowing role players at that damn age is not normal, dog. Bob Cousy. I mean, now granted, my damn son, he knows a lot, but it's because he played 2K.
Yeah.
And I tell him I play with the old school. Like Kareem's one of the best big men. So I start seeing him. He start playing with Kareem.
Yeah,
daddy, who's Elgin Baylor? Well, I don't really know, but I know he can hoop. You know what I'm saying? Like he on 2K, bro. Like he good. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what's up. So that transition. Rob already knew mentally that's what he wanted to do. All right, now, that transition coming in, when I went prep school, that shit is way more physical than high school.
Absolutely.
It's them cats is older, if you feel me?
Yeah.
So that transition going into his freshman year, what was Rob's mindset like? Did you think he was going to get to play a lot? Did you, you know what I'm saying? Did you think he was going to get to start? Where did you see him competing there his freshman year?
Like, I know how talented he is.
Right.
And I try not to be biased because it's easy to be biased, like when you related to somebody.
Yeah, it is.
And I just felt like he definitely had some minutes somewhere.
Yeah.
It just all depended on how fast he adjusted to like the physicality. And now it's next level physicality because of the elite players. But it really only took him like a couple days. They had summer practices and they had coaches lined up like on the seats on the side of the gym on the baseline.
This shit got me excited. Go ahead, dog.
Yeah. And he is, one day in particular, he is going crazy. And Wichita State, the assistant coach, Coach Tyson, who was actually my coach for Team Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he ended up playing at Winthrop, but he was the coach. And he got on with Greg Marshall. I think that was the head coach at Wichita State at the time.
Okay.
That was his coach at Winthrop. But he ended up pulling the trigger, called Greg Marshall and was like, this kid, you got to fly down here tomorrow and see him. Like, he's that good. Greg Marshall comes the next day.
And Rob was in 9th grade at this time.
School year ain't even started. He's still 14. He's still 14.
Goodness.
Man, he is cooking. And I know, like, you set up drills to make people look good, right?
Of course.
But they playing 5-on-5 and he's going crazy. Like,
drills can't hide you.
Yeah.
Drills, listen, I believe in drills to develop, right? Don't get me wrong, but drills can't hide you when you're playing, though.
Yeah. So Greg Marshall pulls up the next day. He played even better than he did the day before. Greg Marshall after was like, yeah, we offering you for sure. He was like, just remember who the first school was to offer you before all these other schools come in. Like, and that's
I'm your first girlfriend. Please remember me.
You feel me? And this coming from a coach that took Wichita State to, I think it was it national championship or back-to-back Final Four or something crazy like that.
I think it was, if I ain't mistaken, I think it's back-to-back Final Fours.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, though.
Fred VanVleet, guys like that. So he knows what high-level, like, potential NBA guys look like. And he ain't saying all that, but he basically saying this kid high major at some point. And the rest, like first game against Oak Hill, he come off the bench. I think he get blocked first shot. They put him back on the bench.
I know what. And then okay, so see, this is good. So all right, so he get his shot blocked. What was his reaction when he got it blocked and got taken out? What was Rob's reaction?
Nah, in his mind, I really think that shot would have went in if he didn't get blocked.
Yeah.
But the dude closing out 6'8", so now he thinking, okay, I know what to do next time.
Yeah.
Like, I got to adjust. I can't just regularly, like, get that.
Can't go out here and just do that. Oh, yeah.
So he ended up balling. Like, he had 14 in, like, 12 minutes.
So he bounced back quick.
And they ended up winning. He hit a big shot in overtime to put them up by 1 with like a minute left. A 3 in the corner. Same shot he got blocked on first half. Second half or overtime, he shoot it. God closed out, nothing but net. And it's the same story the rest of his freshman year and then going on. Like, he's one of those guys where when the competition is at its highest, that's when you're gonna see the best from him.
But he's used to that from a young age because you have him out there. Like, and that's what I be trying to highlight some of these parents. He is used to that. Y'all threw him to the fire early on.
Yeah.
So he don't know no better.
Yeah.
So when it's up to him. This is normal. All right, let's do this shit. Yeah, let's do this shit. Like it's like that's so big, bro, with travel ball. I think that's huge. Like, that's why I'm not a fan of rec league, because you don't get to experience that early on. It's kind of like being thrown in the woods and your mom and daddy ain't around.
That's exactly what it is.
Can't save you, dog. Let's play. Figure it out. You feel what I'm saying? But when you see them compete and you watching them, and then you go back and watch them on film or years later, you be like, how the hell you do this, boy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? like how to like what was you thinking? They like, I don't know.
It's just a reflex. It's natural.
Yeah, it's playing, bro. He playing.
And then it all makes sense, like, when it come together. But the rest of his freshman year kind of went like that. Jeff, if you go back, you watch the interview, they asked Jeff about it, Robert, the freshman, and he has nothing but praise for him. That's why I like Jeff, one of the realest coaches, realest people he ever had in his corner. And
Jeff was on his ass though, wasn't he?
Yeah, and that's
what you need though.
That's because he knows, like, Jeff been there, played at Carolina, played in the league, like he been there and he see it in this kid. So it's like, I feel like he just knew he had to be the way he was to make sure he got the most out of him. And that played a huge role. I feel like the people that he had come into contact with on the basketball side of things too, it just was like a perfect
fit for him.
Yeah, everything worked out perfectly for him. So the rest of that year kind of played out like that. Some games he came off the bench the rest of the year, but some games he had like some 30-point games here, but it was always consistent, like 10 to 15.
Yeah, but that's what's up. So now we here, right? Jeff McGinnis, I don't know what happened. I ain't about to speak on this. I know we on the internet, so I don't know what happened. So I'll leave that up to you. Where did Donda come into play, and why did Donda come into play? If he was doing good at Combine, you had a good coach, the development was there. I'm pretty sure. I'm glad he didn't go to Carolina because I'm a Duke fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he didn't go to Carolina. But what was the reason for leaving in that scenario?
So sophomore year went crazy.
Yep.
Coming back for his junior year, he was thinking like it just feel the same. Like, I think in his mind he wanted a new challenge, and then he also wanted to. Like, he was only 15 minutes from home, so he kind of wanted to see like what else was out there. So like that move, it was uncertain at first, and then it came with its controversy and everything, but it all worked out. I feel like it helped for his growth as a player and a person, and like he had that foresight to think like, I just want to grow. Like, I want to.
And he didn't have no issues when y'all said Donda Academy, he was ready.
Yeah, I mean, ended up seeing it, going out there and stuff, getting a feel for it. At first, he was kind of like, I don't know.
Because he really didn't have to, bro.
Nah.
Like, he didn't. Yeah. That's really, Combine was good. Like, I think if he'd have finished out there, we'll still see what we're seeing now, to be real with you. Because you got Jeff. I think it's imperative that you give him flowers, Jeff McGinnis, because I think those hard-ass coaches like that, that talk to you like you need to be talked to, it ain't that they belittling you, bro. I think they're trying to cultivate something in you that it can carry you throughout the league, college, because it's a different tenacity that you got to have whenever you cultivate that. But see, I just think, bro, that whole Combine was huge, bro, in his development, because I remember hearing about him, a lot about him. And then I was just like, well, I ain't never seen him. People would call me like, well, do you see Rob? I was like, Denzel's brother. I was like, nah, I mean, I ain't never seen him. Like, I ain't really never seen him. And then I started watching him. And then to me, I think what made me big on him was the fact that he can shoot.
Yeah.
Nice. And I told you that from the jump. I think guys like Rob and Kyrie, they get a lot of bad rep because people like their highlights, right? You know what I'm saying? They over dribble. Not really, bro. Nah, they're dribbling enough to get to their space and they can shoot the ball. That's what makes them unguardable because you got to come out here now at this point. What you gonna do? Let me shoot? Right. I can catch and shoot just like a textbook guy. Yeah. I can do that. So come on out here. So, all right. So now, Combine. Before we go to Donda, all right, let's stop right here. COVID year, okay? He was around COVID, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, one of my assistant coaches, Dylan, all right, for the Game Changers.
Yeah.
Listen, man, how the hell did that come about when him and Aiden get on the same team? And the Game Changers, leaving Team United, I guess, because of COVID. Game Changers, and then later on, them two finishing with CP3. How did that Game Changers come into effect? And then how much of that how much was your daddy involved as far as helping Rob make decisions at that point?
Yeah. So with the Game Changers, their coach Shane, him and my dad are real tight. So is Dylan, like you were saying, all of them good people. But at that time with COVID, like in the restrictions, a lot of these circuit teams weren't
playing
because like Nike or Adidas, I don't know exactly what that conversation was like, but you just didn't see a lot of these circuit teams playing. So a lot of teams were being formed like last minute. I'm pretty sure the Game Changers have been around, but I'm talking about like just people putting together teams and guys wanting to still play, so they playing with each other. It's like, we not playing right now, you might as well come play with us, you know?
Right.
So with the Game Changers, Shane reached out to my dad, talked to Robert about it. He was like, all right, I just want to play. And then they saw how he was doing with it. They started adding some of the kids from Team United. They got Biz on there at one point. And then from there, it just basically...
Yeah, bro, because that's when I seen... that's when I started seeing Biz, bro. Now I'm a big fan of Biz.
Yeah.
Biz played the game right, bro. Yeah. Like he played the game right. I think he don't get enough love. But Biz and Rob, bro. Yeah. I see them Asheville Game Changer highlights all the time on YouTube where them two used to carry you, bro.
Yeah.
And then they had enough pieces around them to make them compete.